24/7.
Hey, guess where I'm at? 14 Freeway. Just like yesterday. It's the last day of the month. Thursday, June 30th. And just finished up a meeting down in Palmdale. Yesterday was quite a day. Super hot. Didn't get much sleep. Couldn't sleep. Stayed up till about 6 with the baby and then worked on my vlog a little bit. Thank you for everyone who watched, liked, commented. I appreciate your feedback, even if it's not so nice. Have a good day. There goes the Whole Wheatery. That is the place where I get my green juice from. You can get a quart for $9. 32 ounces. It's a great deal. Better than making your own at home, trust me. I know by experience. Just finished meeting number 2. I'm about to run to the store, get some tissues because we have some sniffly noses at the house. Listening to one of my go-to podcasts, On Being. Krista Tippett is an author. She has deep spiritual conversations with people, and I like to incorporate her flow, her vibe, her style of asking questions into my show, Morgan Freelance Podcast. Check that out. She's talking to a lady about ambiguous loss. Basically, when you lose a family member or there's a huge loss, say somebody's missing from war, missing in action, or the family members from 9/11 who didn't recover the body, how humans deal with that loss differently than if you get the closure of seeing and burying the body. And so that's kind of her, I think the title is The Myth of Closure. She just had a quote that I thought was pretty deep, and I wrote it down. It says, "We are a nation founded on unresolved grief." And she goes on to say, as a result, we're not comfortable talking about loss, about death, about tragedies. And I think that goes to the heart of why Americans sanitize death and illness, because we're all not comfortable with it, having come from a culture of grave atrocities that nobody really wants to talk about, acknowledge, and definitely not take responsibility for. So that's the type of stuff I listen to when I'm driving. Deep podcasts, intense conversations, doing the big work. Let's go get some tissues. 3:00. Not too bad, not too bad. Go to a place for a couple of reasons. I like Shell because you can use your Ralph's Club card. There's a trick. If you go to Ralph's and get a gasoline gift card for Shell, you double your points. So basically, I don't know if it's every $100 you spend, you get 20 cents off, something like that. But it's a glitch in the matrix. You can double up on your points by buying your gift card at the grocery store. I think the same works for Chevron and Vons. So you can go to Chevron, punch in your code, and then go to Vons to buy your Chevron card. The only catch is whoever's behind this corporate scheme and promotion, they get to know exactly where you get your gas, so they can know your travel patterns, your spending patterns, etc. And in exchange, you get 20 cents off per gallon. Oh, what's that? What's that, you ask, in the distance? Oh, just a maximum security state prison. Yeah, I would say that along with aerospace is the biggest employer here in the Antelope Valley. So we send people to space, and we send people to waste away in our jail cells. Reading a book with my son. It's tons of fun. It's tons of fun. This is Put Me in the Zoo. It is a Dr. Seuss ripoff. And he just loves reading books. He kicks and he kicks and he kicks. Don't you, Benjamin? Don't you love it? You love the books? Let's finish this one. I put them high up in the air. My spots fly here. My spots fly there. Everybody knows how important it is to read to your little ones. As little as a couple days old, we started reading to this little guy right here. And now he kicks his legs and kicks his legs every time we open a book. So we can tell that he's already getting a love of reading, or an excitement of stories, or something is activated in him. So definitely, to all you parents of infants out there, read to your little ones every day. Gotta love that song. I don't know if you call that pop or alt rock or whatever it is, but it makes you feel good. Forgot my wedding ring today. I take it off when I shower and when I feed the baby and burp the baby, so it could be in any number of places. But what up, ladies? I'm single for the day. Just kidding. It doesn't work that way. We all remember the Friends episode, Ross and Rachel. We were on a break. Does not work when you forget your wedding ring either. FY Izzle. It's the 1st of July. Happy Friday. TGIF. What up? Make it a great weekend. On the 14 freeway again. I told you guys, I live on the freeway. I just saw an SUV behind me. The tire blew out. It's flapping and flapping in the wind, and they pull over. It's about 91 degrees now. Last week it was 115. When I drove this highway, there was at least 5 cars pulled over, I assume because they overheated. Man, be safe out there, guys. If you drive a lot, follow the rules of the road. Never pass on the right. Why do people not follow this rule? You pass on the left. In the fast lane, that's where you pass people. The slow lane is for exiting, merging, and basically emergencies. You don't pass people in the slow lane. It's a huge pet peeve of mine. Huge pet peeve. Poor etiquette on the road. Some people need to take their drive test again, because y'all don't know what y'all doing. Be careful. Drive safely. Everybody's distracted. Keep that in mind. Everybody's texting. Everybody's talking on the phone, doing their makeup, doing their hair. Following distance, you gotta leave a car length for every 10 miles per hour of speed. So if you're going 70, that's 7 car lengths, not 2. Stop riding people's bumper. Oh my gosh, another blowout. What's going on today, people? Get new tires. 2 blowouts within the course of 10 miles. That's crazy. They say that people die in 3s. Do tires die in 3s? Am I going to find another one? Am I next? That's crazy. Be careful, especially when you're driving around for 4th of July weekend. Maintain your car, people. I got my maintenance schedule for next Wednesday. Get my car looked at, tuned up, checked up, proper running order. Good driving etiquette, good car maintenance, 2 keys to success when you're on the road, as much as I am. Driving up in these Hollywood hills, beautiful houses. This is where all the rich people, all the Hollywood elite live. And maybe some dentists, I don't know. It's very inspiring to see. Turn left on Mulholland Drive in a quarter mile. It's very inspiring to see nice big houses in nice areas, because it gives you something to aspire to when there's the palm trees and the nice cool weather. It's not 110 degrees like it is in my house. It's 75 and sunny. All you have to deal with is the traffic and the vanity of your neighbors, I guess. But other than that, this is the place to be. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is somebody's just regular house. Maybe there's a map of the stars somewhere. And I bet there's a forest fire watch for all the brush out here. Let's look. Disregard the water spots on my car, on my window. Whee! Scenic overlook. Wish I had time to stop, reflect, and gather my thoughts. Maybe next time. I hate how narrow these streets are. But that's the price you pay when you want to live up in the hills. Whoa. Fix your roads, folks. Fix your roads. People say I'm crazy because I love to drive, but I get to listen to podcasts and audiobooks and just enjoy some me time, some self-reflection. I love to drive. I hate sitting in traffic, but I don't mind free-flowing driving. I don't mind that at all. I actually very much enjoy it. I did Uber for a while and Lyft during the holiday season last year. It was really cool. Met a lot of cool people. Got to spend a lot of time in my car. At the vegan joint. This is probably my favorite all-vegan restaurant. It's delicious, not just for vegan food, delicious in general. Beautiful. Got the vegan stir fry. Brown rice and veggies. Delicious. Kind of funny that the vegan restaurant has Coke and orange soda. I think that's pretty funny. The coconut milk, the kombucha, the ginger ale. I get it. But the Coke and orange soda, that's pretty funny. My brother just joined me at the vegan restaurant. Say for real goodbyes for ATL. Yeah. Got a letter from my mother-in-law. Let's see what's in it.
More gifts from the fam. I'm excited. With fireworks. 4th of July.
Oh, how fortuitous.
What? Good luck. Can you read it? Good luck with the new adventure. Wow.
How exciting.
Oh my goodness. Should I show the camera what I got?
What'd you get?
I don't know if I should show them. It's a lot of green.
Oh, snap.
Just a quick peek.
Dollar bills, y'all. It's only $14 if you're looking for tax purposes. So what are your final thoughts? Hopes, dreams, worries?
Man.
It doesn't have to be just whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, I'm just excited. I mean, I'm a little bit under the weather, so I can't fully, appreciate the moment. But here, my beautiful girlfriend, she's here sending me off as well.
Hi, beautiful girlfriend.
And I'm excited for the next chapter. California is done for now. See you in 3.5 years.
What are you most looking forward to in Atlanta, and what are you most gonna miss from California?
Mostly gonna miss people from California, whether it's her or my family, you, my little nephew now. But I'm kind of done with the area and things like that. I'm excited for a new city though. Atlanta is dope from what I hear. It's gonna be awesome. A little different than LA. A few more skyscrapers. But, ready for new territory.
For sure. Well, since you're not feeling good, pound it.
Appreciate it.
Oh man, he just hopped the rail. Hope they're okay. Just picked up my sister from In-N-Out. She's back from Vegas. I heard you had a crazy story about going to the urgent care. What happened?
So in the middle of the night, he couldn't breathe good at all, taking really short breaths. And so Mom said that I should go to the hospital to see what was wrong. So I had an appointment in the morning for 9:15, and we went to the hospital, and it took us about 2 hours to see a doctor. They were really busy. Everyone was coming in on stretchers. There was lots of ambulances. So when we finally got to see the doctor, they told me that I should take an x-ray. And that took
Chest
in.
X-ray?
Yes. And then they told me that I had bronchitis. And then I had to wait another 2 hours to get a breathing treatment.
What?
Which was crazy. I couldn't breathe good at all. I feel like they had me wait too long.
That's crazy. Well, I'm glad you're back, and I'm glad you're safe, and
Thank you, me too.
I'm glad you're breathing.
Me too. Oh, and there's this lady there. So while I was getting my treatment, this lady comes screaming down the hallway. And she was in a nurse's uniform, so I think she was a nurse or a doctor. And she's screaming the name Daniel, and so I'm just kind of looking around like, what is she talking about?
Yeah.
And so she keeps saying, like, don't tell me this, don't tell me this. So she gets off the phone, and then she announces to everyone that her brother is dying or really sick or something.
Oh my gosh.
So she's screaming down the hallway, just running back and forth for about, I want to say 5 minutes just on the phone with this person.
Yeah.
And so all the other doctors are trying to calm her down and get her into another room because there's patients around and she's kind of scaring them. So that was stressful. That lasted about 4 minutes. She was kind of going crazy.
Well, I know how I handle that situation because I watch Grey's Anatomy. 2 milligrams diazepam stat.
I've never seen that before.
Works every time.
I can't whisper when the face is up.
I'm sure you're surprised, but I'm in the car again. Dropped off the sister at the house, and I'm back beating these streets up. Meeting after meeting after meeting. I love creative meetings because I get a chance to create. I met this older, retired veteran, Caucasian fellow, loves reggae music. We traded reggae CDs. He made a mix for me, I made a mix for him. I have a new friend. Discovering new music, even if it's not brand new, came out this week, but if it's new to me, I love, that's my favorite thing to do. I heard a quote, it said, the music that you discover when you're 18 is the music that sticks with you for the rest of your life. And I find that to be true. I think back to when I was 18, I discovered Pink Floyd. I was already in Outkast, but I was sharing Outkast with people. Mos Def, Yasin Bey, formerly known as Mos Def, Black Star with Talib Kweli, The Spooks. What else did I discover that year? Dave Matthews Band. Interesting, kind of off-brand choice there, but that's something that stuck with me. And when I put together a mixtape for my son's birth, because we got to play music in the delivery room, all that was on there. Pink Floyd, Erykah Badu, Outkast, Dave Matthews. And actually, when my son was being born, the minute that he showed himself to the world, that he appeared head first for the first time, Dave Matthews was playing every day. So, fun fact. And yes, I had to change shirts because I spilled freaking iced coffee on my other shirt. When I was meeting up with my mother and sister, I was trying to top off, put ice. Ooh, look at that. Can you see that sunset? Try to zoom in so you can peep it. Another desert sunset for you. Some dirty windshields. Well, I had fun hanging out with you guys today. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Talk trash in the comments. Love you guys. Peace.
And I don't need a scene cut, cause I'm always in action. Now, can I get beamed up? I'm trying to get blasted. Class.